Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm in a little village called Potterton to the east of Leeds. I'm continuing a series that I started about 14 months ago. If anybody's been around on the channel that long, I started doing the Leeds Country Way, which is a 60 miles circular walk around the outskirts of Leeds. Never more than 6 or 7 miles from the centre of Leeds. I'd started it once before as a podcast, only got about a third of the way around. So when I started doing videos, decided to do it as videos, but only got about 4 miles of it done. So I seem to have got a bit stuck at the village of Barwick in Elmet. Anyway, we're back today. It's a blooming freezing mid-January day. It's about 4 degrees, but it's quite windy. So there's a bit of a wind chill, and I think it's raining, and it was going to rain, and it was either bring my drone or bring my waterproof coat. So I've opted for the waterproof coat, and it doesn't bode well because we've only gone about 400 yards and it started. Anyway, there's a bit of road walking, sort of about a mile to the village where we need to catch up with where we were up to before. So we started off originally at the place called Townend in Garforth, and then over the course of 2 videos walked to Barwick in Elmet. I'm doing it all in little circular walks. You can do the whole thing in 4 days if you set your mind to it. You probably do it in less. But you can do it in 4 days comfortably. Carly's with me, by the way. She's been a bit bouncy this week. So heel. So I thought she needed a proper walk. I'm not sure if this is the first time we've walked where there's traffic. So anyway, yeah, you could do it in 4 days, but I'm probably doing it in about 24 days in little sections. So I'll get back to you when we get a bit nearer to Barwick, and that's where we'll be picking up the Leeds Country Way from. It's the first time we've really faced oncoming traffic. Okay. Yeah, it's a lovely lane, is this? Really is. Hedgerows, trees. Lots of litter though. I keep threatening to get one of those little grabby things and come out on a Sunday morning and pick the litter up. I don't live here, but I suppose I could still come and pick the litter up, couldn't I? But it is a right mess. A lot of cans and bottles. But yeah, it's a lovely lane, and I always imagine how it would have formed part of the network of paths and bridle paths and lanes. And it seems a shame sometimes we try and avoid roads because of the traffic, but yet they're part and parcel, aren't they, of the network of of countryside routes. They're just not really made for pedestrians and dogs. This one's not so bad though. So we're down in the big farm there. What's that? Syke House Farm. We're down in the valley now. I'm not sure. There's a real network of becks around here. Come here. Here. And the trouble with roads like this is people drive quite fast, don't they? Come here. Here. Sit. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. But so far everybody's been really considerate. I think I might get myself or maybe get her, a dog in training bib. I wonder if there is such a thing. Or a flag for the back of my rucksack. Dog in training. Or human in training, whichever. Yeah. So our route goes across there, crosses the York Road and out towards Thorner. Yes, I'm not sure if the beck on the left is the cockbeck that comes from Leeds, and the one on the right there. I think we crossed them both again actually. We crossed the No, it's not the cockbeck. I think both of these run into the cockbeck. I'll tell you what, I'll put up on the map, on the screen, what they both are. Heel, come, heel. Because they all feed, I think, into the cockbeck round here. And then that feeds into the River Wharf. Come on. We're back at a footpath. Thank goodness. Hill. Barwick in Elmet. It's funny this, it never seems, doesn't seem as steep coming down as it does going up. Here we are, guys. The road to the left goes round to the church, which is where we're going, but we want a footpath to a little surprise in the corner of this cul-de-sac. Come on. So basically, I think Barwick and Elmet was a fortified village way back when, with a, tells you there, Wendell Hill, Iron Age hill fort. The ditch was dug by hand over 2,000 years ago, and this ditch and banking went all the way around the village until, as you'll see at the other side, down there and to the left, there's a really big sort of escarpment where they didn't need this. But come on. But yeah, it's impressive. I'm guessing it might have even been a bit deeper. And then the village, the settlement, which was quite a big settlement, was at the other side of that banking. There's an information board here anyway. I'll let you pause it and read this. if you want. There you go, guys. With a palisade at the come here, with a fence at the top. Follow the earthworks to your right to Bank Cottage and then by public footpath to the north of the fort. Here there is no ditch, a steep slope down to Rakebeck provides a formidable barrier. Here there is a possible earthworks entrance. Oh, I see. It would have gone up the hill. The path goes to the Boyle, another possible entrance, and then returns to the village. So there you go, guys. There was you get a good view of it there. There was a settlement here 2,000 or more, I'm guessing, years ago. Come here. Incredible, really. Right. To the present, brings us out in the Black Swan car park. Come on, Carly. Too many smells here for her. She's ever so good on the road, but here. Oh no, it doesn't. Brings us out in the street. What do I know? This brings us out in the pub car park. This is what we call a ginnel in these parts. I don't know if I've asked this before, what do you call them where you're from? I'm doing a video on Sunday, possibly in Headingley, where I'm going to go through the ginnels around there. There's a lot of them through the old Victorian houses. So a little taster there. But yeah. Pub car park. Come here. If you're going to get a young Labrador, please be aware, as a vet once told me, Barwick, the Gascoigne, the Maypole and the church, which is where we're going to have a little walk around. Very ancient church. I'll have to come back one day when I don't have the dog and the church is open. I'm still very conscious about walking around towns and villages. Yeah, if you're going to get a young Labrador, just be aware what my vet once told me. They can walk 100 miles a day and still want more. Sundial. That's cool, except you can't get up to it because they put flowers all around it. Yeah, so you hear me huffing and puffing on this walk, and the dog hasn't even warmed up yet. And I've made paths out of some of the old headstones. Still an active graveyard. You wonder how there's any room, don't you, when it's been here for like hundreds and hundreds of years. So I think I'll come back in the summer. It's a nice little cottage thing on the back. I wonder if that's a modern extension. A bug hotel. Come on, Carlos. Oh, that's old. Yeah, the church isn't open anyway, but probably come back. It does have open days, I think. So when it does, I'll come back. That was it, guys. Bufford Road. Behind us, Otterton Lane that we were walking down. And if you go this way, it takes you on to Scholes and then into Leeds. Come on. Heel. So just one more sort of piece of history for you, and obviously if you do have any comments or anything that I don't about the local history, then do of course leave a comment for me. Wendell Hill and Hall Tower and Earthworks saying there that some of the earthworks have been destroyed in construction of the modern village and by building roads. There's a nice picture of how the settlement would have looked there. And the Jubilee Garden next to it. But yeah, saying this was a hill fort from about 800 BC. And then a Norman castle. And in World War II, the observer car had a place on top. In they take the maypole down every 3 years for painting, and they put it on trestles on this lane here. They used to take it down by hand, use machinery now. Here, come on. Let's have a walk around first, and then we'll go up. So yeah, so from 800 BC, so nearly 3,000 years ago, this was dug out. And then 1,000 years ago became a Norman fort, and then 60 years ago was an observer post for the Royal Observer Corps in World War II. Come on, come on. I don't think you can walk all the way around them. I'm not sure. I've only been once before. Come on. Come on. I know there's a way out, that's why the footpath comes round here. Come on. There's a way out into the village by the looks of it. Not sure why, but I wanted to come back here. It's kind of held me up on this walk of the Leeds Country Way. It's an okay place, I guess, but it's I don't know. It's just not a place I've been in. Come on, not a place I've been in a hurry to come back to. Anyway, I don't have to come back. After today's video, we can move on northwards towards Golden Acre Park. Just bear in mind now, we're following a path that's being climbed by humans for almost 3,000 years. Come on. There you go. So the concrete is from the Observer Corps building. The litter is from 21st century morons. Let's see if we can do it. So that's Skulls, and then Leeds is that way. on a A64 you can just see. So our path now goes down the other side of these houses, up through the fields, across the A64 into Saurwood, and then out towards Thorner, and then Golden Acre Park and North Leeds are about 8 miles, 7 miles that way. This street where the houses are, it's called the Boyle. That's a really ancient street. There's that Jubilee Gardens there, and the church there, and then beyond that on the skyline is Parlington Woods. Beyond that you can just see the wind turbines at Hookmore, maybe, and the A1M's near there, and then Haberford also just sort of straight ahead. And where we parked this morning at Potterton is just up there. Well, I'll let you read this. Again, I think it might be the same as the one. It might be the same as the one lower down. The Norman landowner de Lacy also owned a vast area of locally known as the Honour of Pontefract. See the map. Barwick's castle was built to be devolved northern centre for the honour, covering much of modern day Leeds. In the 14th century, the centre moved to Rothwell. The castle was abandoned and forgotten. People believe the remains were a Saxon palace. There's a map of the Honour of Pontefract. Right guys, I'm gonna press on, get this dog out into the open countryside where she can have a little bit more freedom. But yeah, it's got everything as Barwick. Expensive houses, buses, shops, history. Come on. It's 1:30 now, I think. The church bell's telling us. It's the Jubilee Gardens. Looks like an old cemetery. Snowdrops. And one last look of the hill fort. Come on. Okay, so we're back on the Leeds Country Way when we get to this gate. If you want to look back at Leeds Country Way parts 1 and 2, part 2 ended here. So we're back on it now.